Alright then, you lot, I'm back again. A bit of fun testing the cars yesterday, but I had a few questions. I had some questions from you lot, and on Instagram, not on Twitter because I don't think anyone uses Twitter, but there's some questions on Instagram and a few comments on a few videos. What do I carry with me? And when I say I have a bag, I carry a bag around with me. This bag here. This is a bloody crap bag. Don't have this bag because it falls over all the time. But this is the bag that I've been carrying with me. I used to have a different one, but that was many years ago and I don't know where that's gone. People say, so what do you have in your bag? So let's have a look, see what I've got in this bag. And it's probably not what a lot of you would expect. Some of you seem to think that I'm sort of like, you overrate me quite a lot. I'm just a little person in a big world, you know what I mean? So probably not what you think's in this bag, but let's have a look, see what's in this bag, shall we? Alright then, so I've left the camera up there, hopefully it's alright. Yeah, you should better see that bit. So this is the world's worst bag to have, because what happens is when you got your bottle of fuel in there and things, it always likes to fall over frontwards. You put it down like that, and well, it's alright now, but you know you got to put it down, and well, it's not going to do it, is it? But you get the idea, and it just kind of goes like that. It's really annoying. But so this is the only bag that I had free that I didn't mind getting dirty. So this is what I'm using at the moment. I don't think there's anything in this pocket. Oh, there is. There is. There's a little bit of tube, silicone tubing in there. I can't remember why I had that. I think I was putting it on the exhaust because I'm too cheap. You know, you can buy those little rubber exhaust deflectors. I'm too cheap to buy them, so I just used a bit of silicone pipe that I had. So in the front compartment, I've got a LiPo battery. Not in a LiPo safe bag, I know. I always recommend you should keep them in LiPo safe bags, but I don't. So if it blows up my back, it blows up my back, doesn't it? That's the way it goes. This LiPo here is purely to power the engine heater, which is somewhere. It's not too bad of a battery. It's there it is. Save me reading it all out to you. You can just see what it is. So it does about 3 or 4 cycles on the engine heater, so that's enough. One glow starter, Protec Racing glow starter. That's in the bag. I've got a spare battery pack in here. I always like to keep one of these in the bag, just in case, because all my nitros, as some of you probably know, I'm pretty much all about nitro. I do have some electric, but near enough all nitro. So I like to keep this in just in case my battery pack does happen to go flat during the day. If I'm out and I don't have a charger with me, I can just put these in there, and it'll get me going for the rest of the day, hopefully. But it's always best to run a pack, but sometimes they do go flat, and you know. I've got a spare glow starter. Well, spare. Depends what way you like it, spare or not. I like this one because it's purple. So I tend to use this one. This is my spare one. I take them out every other day or so. Well, not every other day, but you know, every now and again. And give it a charge. So here is the actual engine heater that I use. It's a bit old now and a bit dirty, but there it is. I put a Dean's connector on the end of it. Engine heater. Very nice engine heaters these. You got a little switch there for it, and it will go for 10 minutes. You've got a little hole in the top there to put your glow starter in to start it up while it's still heating. And yeah, very good. The other thing in here is filler bottle. And then a bottle of fuel. Nearly used up. That goes in there. Yeah, I'm probably going to get a bigger bottle next time because it will fill up the bag a bit more. But I get these little bottles because they are quite handy, because you know they just slot in the bag depending what type of bag you use. And then the last thing that's in my bag is my my toolbox. So I suppose we'll put the toolbox up on the bench, and I'll stick you lot up on the bench, and we'll go through my toolbox. I think we've already been through it in a previous video, but you know, I'll go through it as well because it's in the bag, and some of you wanted to know what's in my bag. So there we go. Alright then. So this is my little toolbox. I think I did showed you briefly this. I found this and it's fantastic. The one I had before was a big one, a 12-inch one I think, and it was a Big Jim it was called. It was out here. Had that for many years and it was fantastic, fitted in the bag all right. But it was just, I thought I'll have a bit of a smaller one, and I found this other rubbish one. It didn't have anything on top. Then I found this one and it was fantastic. Honestly, this is a perfect little toolbox for putting in your bag. I like it anyway. Some people don't have toolboxes in their bags or whatever, but yeah, I do. So I wonder how much we can zoom in before it starts to get bad. That's alright there, isn't it? So in the top of the toolbox I've got a couple of little small spanners, the little 6mm ones. They come in quite handy. Come in the other day quite handy anyway. I've got this glow plug, sorry. This one, it's purely, one and only, purely for testing. I don't know what car it's to go in. I didn't test it in any car. I just literally went to the model shop. This is old, it's more than 10 years old, but it works. Literally went to the model shop and just picked a glow plug off the shelf in order to test me glow starters. You get your glow starter like that. Put it in the end, and then you have a look. There we go. It is glowing. Not very well. Oh, it's glowing now. There we go. Lovely. So that's what I got that in there for. I got some random miscellaneous bolts. Don't really know why. I think they're for a clutch or something. I've got a few spare R clips. I probably should put a few more in there. Now that I've got the toolbox open, I'll put a few more in there. Look, I'll get a few out of there. Stick them in there. Look, a few spare R clips, because you always lose those. You know, you flip your car and the body mounts, the body pins or whatever you want to call them, shell pins, or some people call them, they always stick in the ground and they gouge out your R clips. I've got a few clutch springs. For some reason, I don't really know why I've got the clutch springs in there and washers. I'll put them in there. I've got a little spanner, comes in very handy. Little spanner sometimes, that does come in handy. I'll put that in there. Right? No, I'll put that in there. I've just got a few random sized Allen keys. Pardon me. A few random sized Allen keys there. They sometimes come in handy having them there like that. So I'll just kind of keep them there, but I've got other ones inside. So that's in the top part. Now, if you open it up, I've got another spare glow starter. So I've got 2 spares and one that I use regularly. But sometimes I do alternate it and use them. I use different ones sometimes because it's obviously good to keep your batteries in your glow starters. You discharge them and charge them up again. If you just leave them, it's not the best for them. They like to be used. So I do alternate. Sometimes I'll put that in there and I'll use, you know, one of these ones as the one for the day if I'm out for the day or something. But generally I like to carry 2 spares and one that's the main one for the day. So I've got that. I've got my screwdriver. This is the one, it's a flathead one. It come with a kit that I got many moons back. Nice little screwdriver, and it's primarily used for tuning the needles on the nitro engines. That's what that's mainly for. Not many flatheads within the actual car itself. Then I've got this Hoi Yuen branded screwdriver. It's obviously camera shy because it doesn't want to be focused on. There we go. Hoi Yuen. That's a Phillips screwdriver, and I got this other Phillips screwdriver which is the brother to the flathead one, come in that kit that I got many years ago. I got 3 cable ties in here. Cable ties always come in handy. So if I take out the little top tray, In here, it's a bit of a mess because it's been shaken around. I try to keep it as tight as possible. Some little long nose pliers come in the same kit as the other two screwdrivers many years ago. This, what did you say? Aromax, I think that is. Aromax spanner. Now, the reason I've got this one, because when I bought the trophy truggy, the 4.6, my current ones, the ones I got the Savage and all that, didn't fit. So I had to go and buy this one. Got 8mm on that end, 10mm on that end. There's a 5mm Allen end on that, or hex, or whatever you would like to call it. Got air filter oil, a little bit of air filter oil there. That was $4.99 wherever I bought that. God knows where I bought that, but it's $4.99. Dr. Liquid. A little array of Allen keys with one missing. I don't know where that's gone. Wonder if I left that down the park the other day. Anyway, got a little array of Allen keys. A bigger Allen key. It's probably there for a reason. Some side cutters. As you see, they look familiar, so they've come from the same kit as the pliers and the two screwdrivers I got many moons back. Paintbrush, in case I fancy a bit of painting. No, it's for brushing dust off things, in case I get dust and things. Another screwdriver, a slightly fatter one. This one come with the same kit as the other ones, many moons back. So I wonder if that'll fit in there now. Nah, it might do. There you go. Another paintbrush, smaller one, bit fluffy now. Another Allen key, bit of a large one. Don't think it'll fit anything that's worth being in there though. Another array of Allen keys. That one's all there. Got one missing out of this one though. And another little bottle of air filter oil, just in case. I always carried this one around. There's not a lot left in it now. But when I got this one with an air filter that I recently bought, I thought I'll chuck that in the toolbox. You know, just in case. Because you never know. Oh, and a bit of a fuel pipe. You always keep a bit of fuel pipe with you, just in case you split a fuel line as you're out for the day. You split the fuel line, you've had it, haven't you? If you got spare, lovely. You got side cutters, lovely. You can cut yourself a length of fuel line out, pipe it up, poof, away you go. You're back on track. So that's what I've got in my little toolbox. So not particularly exciting, probably, but that's what I've got in there. So let's, I'll put all this back and we'll have a look at something else. So there we go, for those of you that were curious. Don't really know what some of you were expecting, but that is what I've got in my bag. I am going to try and find a better bag, because I don't like that one, it always falls over like I said earlier. But yeah, engine heater, LiPo to go with that, spare battery pack just in case. I probably, if I could afford it, well I can, you know, if I thought it was worth it, I'd go and buy another hump pack, because I got this hump pack here as a spare one, but it's got the 3-pin on it, and I know everyone says you can cut it, but I don't want to cut it. I want it to be 3-pin. So this one's got a 2-pin on it, see? So I'll go and get another battery pack, hump pack like this with a 2-pin, so that I've got both cars. But even these you've got to keep charged up. You've got to use them, otherwise they go bad. So yeah, spare battery pack, the main glow starter, 2 spares in there, fill a bottle with the fuel in it, and the actual bottle of fuel. I know some people are going to go, you shouldn't leave your fuel in there. You shouldn't leave your fuel in there. Put it back in that bottle if you don't use it. I've had loads of people tell me that in the past when I'm out and about. When I used to go down the track when I was a youngster. And they'd all go, no, never leave that in there. Put it back in there. No, I'm not. It's fine in there. Nothing wrong with it in there. Bloody fuel is fuel. If you start panicking about things too much, then you start getting, paranoia. Just enjoy life. Just enjoy your hobby. Stop panicking. Anyway, that's what's in my bag, in my toolbox, in my bag. So yeah, love it. But perhaps some of you lot should do that. I tell you what, you lot, if you wanna, you do the same thing. I wanna know what's in your bags. What's in your toolbox. You lot do a video. If you've got the capabilities to make videos, I want you lot to make a video. What's in your RC bag? Even if you're just electric. I want to know what spares you carry. What do you carry along when you go out with your RC cars? What do you have in a bag or a toolbox or whatever? Do a little video and let me know in the comments. I don't think you can post a link, you probably get spammed, but just let me know that you've made a video and I'll go and check it out, and anyone else can check it out as well. And that way, you know, I might give some people some ideas. They might be like, well, I didn't think of carrying that in my toolbox. That's a good idea. I think I'll carry that. Hopefully I'll learn something. I want to learn something from you lot. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the continued support. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one, dudes. Take care.